Potatoes are delicious and nutritious. We can cook them and eat them in so many ways, whether they're hash browns, scalloped potatoes, mashed potatoes, French fries, potato chips. There's so many delicious ways that we can prepare potatoes. But there's one big question. Do we peel them or do we not?
I say not, especially because I'm organic. I don't wear chemicals.
All right, Spud, we'll keep the peels on.
Thanks.
If you have organic or non-spraying farms that are local that you're getting your potatoes from, then you should actually keep your peels on and just do a nice quick wash with your hands under cold water. In the peels, just like any other root veggie, whether it's beets or carrots, turnips, radishes, the skins are packed with nutrients.
Yeah, lots of people say that my skin is my best feature.
Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm here with my friend
Lindsay,
and Lindsay, what are we doing today?
we're making mashed potatoes.
Yeah, and to make mashed potatoes, we need some equipment. So
Ingredients.
and ingredients, exactly. So let's talk about what those equipment and ingredient pieces are. What about
Potatoes.
yes?
And anything. Butter, milk.
Excellent. And we also have
A knife and a fork.
a knife and a fork and a pot and a cutting board, 2 mashers, and an immersion blender. You don't need all of these types of mashers, but these are all the options that you could easily make mashed potatoes with. So the first thing we are going to do is fill our pot with water. We're going to boil some water for our potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to fill this up with some water here at the sink?
Yeah.
Why don't you hold the pot, Lindsay, and I'll turn on the tap for you. Fill up the pot until it's about halfway full. And then bring it over to the stove. You got that? Nice job. Let's turn our stove on. Put our pot on, and we're gonna let that heat up while we prep our potatoes. Come on, let's go back to the cutting board. And we're gonna wash our potatoes to get them ready.
I got one.
I got 2. All right, let's have some cold water. And to wash them, we're gonna rub the skin like you were trying to shine the skin right off.
That tickles. Hey, Chris, why is it that my skin is so good for you?
Potato skins are high in iron, vitamin C, vitamin B, potassium, magnesium, and fiber. Potatoes are high in an easily digestible starch that can help balance blood sugar and is a great prebiotic for the healthy bacteria that lives in your body. Great rubbing, Lindsay.
Thanks.
Those are going to be nice and clean so that we can keep the skins on, which is even more healthy for us to eat. All right, that looks pretty good. Looks like you got into all the little eyes and bumps.
I got love them.
Yeah. All right. Let's cut them up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Turn them off.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do for you is I'm going to cut it in half so we have a flat surface.
No.
Whoa.
That's so big.
And that first cut was called cat claws, but I'm going to also show you one called rainbow fingers. So whatever feels more comfortable for you in your hands. You're going to use either of those methods, okay? So can you show me cat claws? Yeah, and push your fingertips right into the cutting board. Excellent. Try with that hand too. Yeah. And you're going to put your cat claws right on top of the potatoes.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. And let's put your thumb on the cutting board. Yeah, and we're gonna cut it like this. Do you want to do this with your hand using the knife? You want me to do it? All right, so I'm gonna cat claws right over top of yours, and we're gonna cut nice thin strips. Cat claws, cat claws. There we go. Potatoes left out in the sun too long can start to turn green. This makes the potato slightly toxic, especially for children. It can irritate our tummies, and the toxin is called solanine. If you see green spots, then be sure to cut that part off. When the potato is firm, it is at its highest nutrient level. This is the best time to eat your potatoes. And one more. All right. So we're gonna do that with all of them. Do you want me to do that first cut, or do you want to try?
You do it.
Okay. Maybe you can do our second cut. There we go. All right, so our second cut, we're gonna turn all of these sideways. All of them, all like a big potato, the big clump all together. Turn them sideways. Yeah, nice. And do you want to try and cut them this way? All right, here's your knife. And use your cat claws. There we go. And down. Nice, let's move this one out of the way. And down. Nice job. And down. And down. Excellent. Shall we do the rest?
Hey, let's do it together.
Yeah, I love doing it together. Ready with your cat claws? Nice. And one more on this potato. Nice job. Okay, set the next one up. Eating potatoes from healthy soil with healthy microbes increases the diversity of your intestinal bacteria when you eat them. Intestinal bacteria helps to increase your T cell count, or your immune system. This supports your immune system from autoimmune diseases, allergies, and helps fight off viruses.
I'm pretty great, aren't I? Well, if I do say so myself.
Keep the tip of the knife on the cutting board while we're chopping. And it's okay if they're all different shapes. Nice.
One more.
One more. Let's do it together. Ooh, great cat claws. Fingertips all the way straight down. Love it. All right.
I am full of energy from my nutrients that I love to share. When you eat me, I give my nourishment to you. Even after growing, if I'm left in the soil, other animals will eat me. And if they don't, then the compost critters in the ground will gobble me up and leave my nutrients in the soil for other plants to grow. Can you believe it?
That looks good. Let's see if our water is ready. All right, so you can see that our water is getting nice and
Warm.
warm. Yeah, and we can see the little bubble starting to form. So that's showing that it's very close to boiling, but it's not quite there. So what I want you to do, Lindsay, is I want you to feel how hard these potatoes are when you poke them with a fork.
So hard.
So hard. Can you poke the fork in there? Ugh.
Count one.
So we're going to put all of these potatoes in, and I'm going to make it nice and easy for us by putting the cutting board over top, and I'm going to push them. There we go.
Whoa.
And they're all covered by the water, which is what we want. And now they're going to keep boiling. And just like when you tried to poke them in and they were really hard, it's hard to get potatoes in there. I keep going to the bottom. When they're ready, they're going to be soft. So while we're waiting for the potatoes to boil, let's check out some toppings and practice our cutting skills some more.
Yep.
Okay. there are many things that you can add to your mashed potatoes. Gravy, cheese, fresh veggies and herbs. And today we have a variety, and we're going to choose what we want at the end when we're about to eat. So some of the things that we have are
Sunflowers
and hemp hearts
and hearts
and,
and onions
and nutritional yeast
and yogurt, cheese, salt, pepper.
and we also have some radishes and green onions.
And butter right behind me.
Butter. My favorite. And I'll tell you a secret. I love it when you dress me up in all kinds of different food colors, like red radishes and green onions.
So we're going to practice cutting our green onions and radish. And Lindsay, I'm wondering if you want to try your rainbow fingers on our radish to cut it in half.
Sure.
Okay, show me your rainbow fingers with your other hand. There you go. And make sure you touch right onto the cutting board. Yeah, excellent. With both sides of the rainbow. Nice. Do you want to grab the knife and we're going to put it right in between your fingers? Can I do that with you?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So rainbow fingers holding onto that radish. And we're going to cut all the way down. And then let's put that radish on its flat sides. Excellent. So this is the top of the radish, and we're going to cut that off, but we can cut it very small. That looks really pretty. So let's cut the tops of the radish off, and this side too. And then we can start chopping them in thin pieces. So I'll try with this one, and then we can try together. So I'm using my kitty claws this time because it's so small. And we're going to keep our fingers straight up and down, holding the radish so that we don't cut ourselves, and our knife rests right on it. And look at how beautiful those radishes are.
We're gonna make
Sounds like our potatoes are boiling. That's a good thing. Do you want to try?
We're gonna be right here.
Okay, you want to do it together?
Yeah.
Okay, let's practice. Ooh. Nicely done. I like how you're moving your fingers back a little bit more every time. So let's put our radishes to the side, and we're gonna start prepping our green onions. So we can either use a knife like we are right now, or we could even use scissors.
Scissors.
Would you like to try with some scissors?
Mm-hmm. I have scissors at my school.
So I want you to hold the green onions in one hand. There you go. And start at this.
I can.
And make them as small as possible. Whoops,
Whoa.
that's okay.
Good catch.
Thank you. So we're going to do it right over top
okay.
of our cutting board.
Okay. I'm
Hold
gonna.
it right over here. Here, I'll come around you. How about? And I want you to cut it really close here. We're going to make as small of pieces as possible. Yeah, nice small pieces. Close to this side. Excellent. Close to this side. Nice job. They're pretty big scissors, aren't they?
Mhm.
Excellent. Keep cutting. Ooh, I like how slow and controlled you're using your scissors. That's a really safe way to use anything that's sharp. Let's check on our potatoes and see if they're ready.
Yep.
All right, can you pick one of the potatoes up?
They're so sweaty.
Oh,
Got one.
you got one. So are they softer than they were before?
Yep.
Do you want to try again one more time just to make sure?
No.
No. Okay. Let's see. I'll try one more time. Oh yeah, those are nice and soft. So soft that they're falling off of my fork.
Yeah.
So they are definitely cooked. Can you turn the this knob all the way to be pointing down to the bottom? Keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Nice. So because this is hot, I'm gonna have you carry the fork and I will carry the pot. And I forgot to mention that we also have a strainer today that's gonna make it easier for us to separate our water from our potatoes. So I'm gonna pour this in, Lindsay. All right, we're gonna put our potatoes back in the pot. Do you wanna pour them in?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Fabulous. They all fit. And let's go back up onto our stool and we're gonna add our
Butter.
and
Milk.
excellent. So let's take your fork and take some of that butter off. You can measure for these 2 potatoes. You could add about,
I got them off.
oh yeah, you got it. You could add about 1 to 2 tablespoons. And you don't need to use butter. You could use any type of oil. So for example, coconut oil or olive oil, vegetable oil. You could even use margarine. But today we're gonna use butter.
What?
You've made a lovely pattern.
Thanks.
Let's take a little bit of the top. Potatoes are low in fat, but preparing and serving potatoes with high fat ingredients, like all this butter, raises the caloric value of the dish. So it's up to you to choose how much to add. 1.5 tablespoons, I'd say. Perfect, right in the middle of what I said. Oh, we're gonna leave the rest in there. But why don't you start stirring that around and let's see what happens to that butter. What's happening to the butter?
It's melting.
It's melting. And let's add some
milk.
You got it.
I got some milk. Then we pour some
Pour
in.
some in. And let's just add half. So yeah, about that. Let's stop there. So this could be about 1/2 cup of milk. Which one would you like to try? This one.
This one's my favorite.
All right. So let's, instead of going up and down, let's go down all the way and put it up and down all the way. And yeah, again, keep going. More. Nice job. It's a good workout, isn't it?
Wow! One potato went down.
1 potato down. Bring it back in. Woo! Good one. So we've got a pretty beautiful, creamy looking mashed potato already. That didn't take long at all.
Okay, we're done.
Are we done? Maybe let's try and stir it around just a little more because I can tell there's some chunkier bits at the bottom, which isn't a bad thing. Maybe you enjoy chunky mashed potatoes, which is what these mashers are going to give us.
Hey.
Do you think we should use the immersion blender to make them even smoother?
Yeah.
All right. So, do you remember this big button at the top?
Yep.
All right, we're going to keep it nice and low. Yeah. And we're going to go up and down while you keep pressing that button. Yeah. Those are looking real smooth. What do you think?
Perfect.
Perfect. I agree.
I got my one.
I think that was 4 scoops. That's impressive. All right. That good for now?
Yep.
Excellent. We can always go back for seconds. Salt. Do you want some salt? Okay, you can sprinkle some salt on there. Just a little bit, a pinch. Just 2 fingers. There you go. Nice. I'll have a little salt too. And what else would you like?
I have sunflowers.
Yes, go ahead. Shake some sunflowers on there. I'm going to have some pepper. Are you going to have any pepper?
Nope, you can have sunflowers.
I think I'm going to go with pep hearts instead of sunflowers. Let's see. I'm going to put some nutritional yeast on mine. And some radishes.
Or this.
And some red onions. And some chives. I love them all. I'm also going to put some yogurt on there. I'm pretty excited. Shall we eat?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers. Oh. What do you think?
Good.
Oh my goodness. Do you think you can make this again?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever sculpt your potatoes? Yeah? Did you know that there's actually there. There's a mountain in Wyoming that looks just like that. That was tasty. Lindsay, you made some delicious mashed potatoes. Time to clean up, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.